Hello, good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are doing good and really taking your classes and hoping you all are doing your studies and your assignments as well. Uh, we have covered the lesson 1 from block number 23, latitudes and longitudes. Today we'll be doing the lesson number 2 from block number 23, latitudes and longitudes. So let's do today's reading. So it's block 23, latitudes and longitudes, topic important longitudes and time and today's date. So let's do a quick review. In our last lesson, we learned about the significance of and mark important latitudes, the importance of latitudes and the mark of important latitudes, like the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, and then the heat zones, torrid zone, temperate zone, frigid zone, all these things. And today's learning goal is, in today's lesson, we are going to learn about longitudes and time, and the keywords that we're going to learn is longitude, prime meridian, Greenwich Mean Time, which is known as GMT. So facts about longitudes. Some facts about longitudes are like they are known as meridians. In latitudes, we know them as parallels. They are parallels, so they are known as parallels. But in longitudes, they are straight. They are straight, so they are known as meridians. They run from north to south, and they measure from east to west of the prime meridian. Are farthest apart. They are farthest apart at the equator and meet at the poles. Okay, they are farthest apart from the equator and meet at the poles and cross the equator. Every meridian cross the equator, lie in planes that pass through the earth's axis. Axis is this one, this point, and this point and down south pole point. So every line that touches the axis or passes the axis, they are all of equal length and they are halves of a circle. As you see, they cannot make a full circle, they only half of a circle. The next, now we're going to do a little more study, in-depth study of longitude. So we'll read and understand. Longitudes are the vertical lines that you see on a map going from east to west. It is important to know that longitudes, because just latitudes aren't sufficient for locating places on the earth. Longitudes could be clearly understood by questioning, what if two countries, islands or any other regions are located in same latitude? How do we express their positions? The answer to this is meridians of longitudes. Suppose these are latitudes and two countries fall on the same latitude, then how to give them their locations? That time longitudes come in help, because you can give latitudes and longitudes together for the better understanding. That's why longitude is also very important in locating places on the earth. Meridians of longitudes are the reference lines which are also measured in degrees of longitudes. They are further divided into minutes and then into seconds. You also will be coming to know today how these longitudes, these meridians, how they help us to locate the time of different countries, time zones of different continents and different places, how to know them. These lines are semicircle, I've already told you, and distance between them decreases as they move towards the poles, and they meet and become zero. From the pole they start as zero. Okay. Next is, as the equator divides the earth into northern and southern hemisphere. We have read in last class, equator divides one part as northern and another part as southern. They are known as northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. In the same way, the prime meridian in the middle longitude, they divides the earth into eastern and western halves, known as eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere, and its value is 0 degree latitude. From here they are counted 180 degree towards the east and 180 degree towards the west. The places to the east of the prime meridian are followed by E and the west are followed by W. Like in last class we have seen those were in the long latitudes were in the northern side, we used to write 23 half degree north, and when those were in the south we used to write 23 degree half south. In the same way, in longitudes there is a prime meridian. From the prime meridian, this time this side we find 180 degree, means 108 what 10 20 like this one. 80 degree, and this side also find 180 degree. Those who are in the east side, they are written as 10 degree east, 20 degree east. Those who are in this side, they write 10 degree west, 20 degree west. So same how we have done latitude, same, but here only thing is that longitudes are drawn 180 180 on both the sides, okay, and latitudes we have read is 90 90, okay. Next is now how this longitude is connected to time. We will see now. Before 1850, time was measured through solar clock. Solar clocks means by looking at the sun, how the shadows fall and what directions they show. According to that, it's noon, it's morning, it's evening. Like that, we used to determine the time. There was no national or international conventions which set methods for measuring time or knowing the time based on the beginning and end of the day or to measure the length of the hour. These things we cannot do because when sun sets, you will not be able to calculate anything more. Only solar thing we can do when the sun is there. However, with the vast expansion of the railways and communication networks during the 1950s and 1850s and 1860s, the worldwide need for an international time standard became imperative. Now, what happened with the invention of expansion and more invention of railways and communication in the 1850 and 1860, the worldwide needed a international time so that it can communicate so and so time, and standard time is needed. For that, they try to find. So as earth rotates from west to east, now see, when we see the sun rises in the east, that's because the earth is rotating from west to east. That's why the sun rises in the west first and then it goes down and it rises in the west in the sense, see India is in the eastern hemisphere, so we get day first, and when we have day, America, when the other hemisphere, they have night. So when our night becomes, they get sunrise, so they get the sunrise after us. Eastern hemisphere gets the first sunrise, then the western hemisphere. Understood? That's why the earth rotates from west to east, and that's why the east comes we east to west, so the east gets the sunrise first and we get the eastern hemisphere gets the first sunrise. And that's why places to the east or Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time and places to west will lag behind. This one I will explain to you. The prime meridian, in the prime meridian there is one place which is in London, which is known as Greenwich time, GMT. There the time is fixed and always remains the same, they don't change, so that is the fixed time. Now it is in the middle of prime meridian. Now what happened in the east side, whenever you calculate time, what is the Greenwich time, say 12, so from 12 you plus the number of time that you want to find out of the countries. In the east side you do plus and the west side you do minus because the sun rise in the east first. That's why whenever you have to find the time in the eastern hemisphere, we do plus with the GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. And when you have to find the time in the western hemisphere, we do GMT minus. Okay. So I hope you have understood. I know still you must be having confusion what is GMT and how to find out. That one I will explain to you. Wait. Now this is explained with an example. Now suppose this is GMT, the middle of the in the prime meridian. Now this is east, this is west. Now sun rises from the west east and goes to the west. Okay, this one you all know. So this side the first the sunrise come. That's why when we calculate from GMT this side the time, we do it plus. Okay, we do plus, and when we do the calculation of time in the west we do GMT minus. Okay, because here sun gets before GMT, so times are earlier than GMT, that's why we do plus. And here yeah, the sun gets after GMT, so they are later than GMT. Okay, so I hope with this little example you have understood. Now we'll do a calculation and see. Now see, mm, longitude, I said 180 degree this side, 180 degree this side, right? So total 180 how much? 360. How many hours we have in a day? 24 hours. So if we divide 360 by 24 hours, then we find what? Equal to 15 degree. That means whenever from Greenwich Mean Time, Greenwich, the prime meridian Greenwich, you go 15 degree. you go 15 degree any longitude, that means 1 hour will be added. If you go to the east, it will be added. If you go to the west, it will be subtracted. So 15 degree is 1 hour, 30 degree is 2 hour. Now how to find the value of one latitude, one longitude? So 15 degree longitude is equal to 1 hour. Now 1 hour is 60 minutes. You divide the 60 minutes by 15. That means 1 degree longitude equal to 4 minutes. So I hope you have understood this calculation. 1 day is 24 hours. 180 total 360 degree longitudes. So 360 divided by 24 equal to 15. So 15 degree, every 15 degree longitude is equal to 1 hour. Now 15 degree longitude is equal to 1 hour. So 1 degree longitude, 1 hour means 60 minutes. 60 minutes divided by 15 is equal to 4 minutes. So from the prime meridian, if you go 1 degree, that means 4 minutes. Plus in the east, and if you go 1 degree in the west, 4 degree minus. So I hope you all are clear, right? I hope you are clear. But still, if you are not clear, please you ask. I can understand, explain to you. Okay. Now this is one maths will do and we'll understand. See, what will be the time in New York? New York is 74 degree west. Okay, so we got the degree. New York is 74 degree west. So we'll find the New York time. When Greenwich Mean Time is 12. To find the time, we need the Greenwich time. Now at Greenwich Mean Time, means exactly in London, the Greenwich, there it is 12 noon. So we'll find the time in New York. So the longitude between New York and Greenwich is 74 degree. The time difference for 1 degree, just now we did 1 degree, how much? 4 minutes. So multiply 4 into 74, total 296 minutes. You divide 296 by 60, we get 4 hour 56 minutes. Okay. Now what did I tell you? When we calculate the west, where is New York? New York is in the western hemisphere and India is in the eastern hemisphere. What did I say? In the eastern hemisphere we do what? Plus from GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Western hemisphere what we do? Minus. So time at Greenwich is 12 noon and we will do minus the time difference. What was the time just now we find? 4 hours 56 minutes. So from 12 noon you minus 4 hours 56 minutes, then it is 7:04 a.m. Okay. So I hope you have understood. You want to learn more, you do more calculations. Only remember, when you do calculation in the eastern hemisphere, you do plus with the Greenwich Mean Time. If you do in the calculation in the western hemisphere, do minus from the Greenwich Mean Time. I hope you are clear and it's very interesting, very nice. If you solve some more sums, you will come to know, and it is very interesting to find the timing. And that's why nowadays the world finds the timing of other countries by knowing what is the time in Greenwich and knowing what degree of longitude they are. And if they're in eastern hemisphere, they do the plus with the Greenwich. If they're the western hemisphere, they do minus and find the time. It is very interesting. Okay. So assignment. Read the section important longitudes and time from the content book, page 2021. Complete S2 in your workbook. After completing, you can click a photo and send me in WhatsApp. Only few of the children do so, like Narosen, and there are some few more are there. I am not naming all of them, but why I name Narosen? Because she has been sending me every single time. Okay, so there are other also who are doing, but it's a very few of you do. If you want, you can show me. That's what I need. If you are clear, correct, then very good. But if you can send me, okay. Complete practice question 4 in your content book only you can do, and question 5 in your notebook. Very simple question. Just think, look at the video, understand, then you can surely do. And for verification, you can send me. I will go through. You send me, and then I'll go through in my time, and I'll give you comment. I'll give a question in the Google Classroom. Please do that. It will be a simple question as usual. If you have any doubts, please contact me. Thank you. Many of you are not contacted me. I find only few of them, 5, 6, 7, 8 children. But all of you can please contact me. Yes, when you do send a message, I will reply you in time. I'll surely reply. But if you show me any work also, I'll surely check and give it a reply. Don't worry, I'll never leave anyone, leave out one. But if you send me, then I'll surely do. Lastly, thank you. Stay home, stay safe, take care, enjoy your time with family. Have a blessed time, and we hope we can continue more beautiful classes along with this. Thank you. See you again.